Today we are going to read a story called Measure It, and we are going to be practicing our compare and contrasting. So first things first, I'm going to read the story, and then we are going to go through and find our evidence. So, measure it. Rules and scales are tools. These tools are alike in several ways. We can use both tools to measure objects. We use both tools in our homes, schools, and offices. Rulers and scales are different in some ways too. We use a ruler to see how long an object is. We can measure length in inches or centimeters. A scale, on the other hand, determines how heavy an object is. We can measure weight in ounces and pounds or grams and kilograms. So we are going to go through, and I'm first going to highlight some of the signal words that the author used that tell us that they are comparing and contrasting. So luckily for us, this author divided this text into two paragraphs. First, the compare paragraph, second, the contrasting. So, rulers and scales are tools. These tools are alike in several ways. We can use both tools to measure objects. We use both tools in our homes, schools, and offices. So now let's go switch to a different color. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to look at our contrast. Rulers and scales are different in some ways too. We use a ruler to see how long an object is. We can measure length in inches or centimeters. A scale, on the other hand, which is another signal word for contrast, determines how heavy an object is. We can measure weight in ounces and pounds or grams and kilograms. So, our signal words in this story for comparing are alike in both, and our contrast words in this story are different and on the other hand. So if we were in class, we would be writing these down here, but I put together here, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Done. A little slide. Whoops. From the beginning, showing a double bubble comparing the ruler and the scale. So here we have our ruler, over here we have our scale. And now the first thing we talked about are the things that they have in common. They're both tools, they're both used to measure, and both are used at home, school, and offices. Next, we read about the ruler. It's used to measure length. It uses inches and centimeters as its unit of measurement, whereas a scale is used to measure weight or how heavy something is, and it uses ounces or pounds or grams or kilograms. So, go back to our story now. So, we can see here that just like in our last video, where we were looking at the picture of the bike and the car, and we were looking at the things that are same and different, we can do the same in a story. And noting these signal words are really going to help you when you're reading a text to identify it. So today you don't have any additional homework to do. Tomorrow you will have an assignment in Seesaw in which you are practicing this. But what I want you to do is after you finish watching both the videos, the first one with the poster and now this one, just send your teacher a little message saying done. So have a wonderful day, and I will See you tomorrow.